The Madrid Masters gave fans some surprises, exciting matches, and unexpected wins. The final is now set between Jack Draper and Casper Ruud. Jack Draper delivered another commanding performance on the red clay of Madrid, defeating Lorenzo Musetti 6-3, 7-6 in the semi-finals of the Madrid Masters to reach his second career Masters 1000 final and first ever on clay. The 22-year-old Brit, now firmly establishing himself as one of the most dangerous players on tour, has yet to drop a set all week. Draper overpowered Musetti with a mix of explosive forehands and unwavering backhands, sealing the win in style after tracking down a drop shot and flicking a winner past the Italian. Draper, currently on a run of 12 wins in his last 14 matches, is expected to break into the ATP top 5 for the first time when the new rankings are released on Monday. His form has been building steadily through the season, highlighted by a dominant title run at Indian Wells, where he dismantled Carlos Alcaraz in the final. This win also marks a historic moment for British tennis, as Draper becomes the first British man to reach a clay Masters final since Andy Murray in Rome, 2016. While Musetti played some of his best tennis this tournament, especially in a tightly contested second set, he was ultimately outclassed by Draper's consistency and mental composure. The Italian had a break point at 4-3 in the second, but squandered it with an unforced forehand error, one of several moments where his audacity just narrowly missed brilliance. The leap Draper has made in the past 6 months has been dramatic. Once known for his fitness struggles and early match fade-outs, he now looks like a complete player. Most improvements can be seen in his physique and endurance, allowing him to keep the same level throughout the whole match. Draper has a big chance to prove himself in Madrid. The British player has already reached the top 5 in the world for the first time. If he wins one more match, he will be the first player this year to win 2 Masters 1000 titles. He got his first win at this level in Indian Wells. "I played every point like it mattered. We played each other as juniors, and it was always tough," Draper said. But in fact, they have met 4 times on the ATP Tour, and Draper has not lost a set. This is the 7th final of Draper's career and his first on clay. He has won 3 titles so far. His coach, James Trotman, said part of their success in Madrid came from studying Rafael Nadal. As a left-hander, Draper watched a lot of Rafa on clay. "We looked at how he returns and the way he plays on this surface. Nadal is the king of clay, so it made sense to learn from him. He won Roland Garros 14 times for a reason," Trotman said. Draper said he has always looked up to Nadal. "I watched him a lot when I was younger and learned from him. I don't want to compare myself to Rafa because I'm not at his level on clay, but there are some parts of his game that helped me," said Draper, who also made the final in Doha earlier this year. After this tournament, Draper will be second in the ATP race to the season-ending Masters event in Turin. Only Carlos Alcaraz has done better this year. Draper has not lost a single set in Madrid so far, and his top form has shown that he fully deserves to be in the world's top 5 starting next Monday. This will be Draper's 7th career final and his second at a Masters tournament. He won his first Masters title at Indian Wells, where he easily defeated Holger Rune in the final. But Draper will have a tough task in front of him as he faces Casper Ruud. Ruud survived a dramatic, high-intensity semi-final against Argentina's Francisco Cerundolo at the Mutua Madrid Open. The Norwegian triumphed 7-6, 6-4, extending his winning streak to 10 consecutive sets in the Spanish capital, and showcasing a blend of mental toughness, clay court savvy, and sheer grit. Coming into the match, the head-to-head record favoured Cerundolo, who led 5-3, but Ruud had claimed their 2 most recent meetings on clay. Still, the Argentine arrived in formidable form, fresh off a quarter-final victory over top seed Alexander Zverev, and his confidence was evident early. The match began under pressure for Ruud, who faced multiple breakpoints in his opening service games. Displaying calm under fire, he saved all 7 in a marathon game midway through the first set, an early sign of the mental resilience that would define his performance. Despite a brief medical timeout to address chest discomfort and a subsequent break to love, Ruud rebounded to break back and force a tie-break. In the tie-break, Ruud's trademark composure and strategic depth came to the fore. He drew unforced errors from Cerundolo and struck with precision, edging out the opener 7-6, his 9th consecutive set won in Madrid. The second set followed a similarly dramatic arc. Cerundolo struck first, breaking for a 3-2 lead, but Ruud responded immediately, levelling with a sublime return game, punctuated by a calm and clinical backhand winner. The Norwegian then saved a trio of breakpoints in a grueling 15-minute service game, ultimately holding after defending 7 in total throughout the set. His frustration boiled over momentarily with the umpire, protesting crowd noise, but it only fueled his resolve. From that moment on, Ruud reeled off 5 straight points to clinch the hold, one of the defining moments of the match. Though Cherundolo broke back to regain the lead at 5-4, Ruud once again responded in kind. With relentless depth and variety, he broke for 5-all and held for 6-all, then closed out the match with a clinical final return game. Cherundolo, increasingly erratic under pressure, yielded the final break with a double fault, Ruud's victory sealed in just under 2 hours. The win sends Ruud into his first Madrid final and his second career Masters 1000 final, where he will aim to lift the biggest title of his career. After the match, Ruud acknowledged the intensity of the contest. "It was one of the toughest matches I've played this year. Francisco pushed me to the limit. I'm really proud of how I handled the big moments, especially saving those break points. It's something I've worked hard on." Madrid has seen Ruud evolve from a reliable clay courter to a true contender on the biggest stages. With the confidence of 10 straight sets and a battle-hardened run behind him, the 25-year-old Norwegian is now 1 win away from a defining career milestone. This final at the Madrid Open is a pivotal moment in Casper Ruud's career, perhaps the most symbolic yet. Despite being a 12-time ATP title winner, Ruud has long carried the label of a player who can reach finals but not win the big ones. The data backs it up. 6 major finals played, 0 titles won, across Grand Slams, ATP finals, and Masters 1000 events, a record in men's tennis. He's also lost all 3 of his Grand Slam final appearances, twice at Roland Garros, once at the US Open, a painful stat he shares only with Alexander Zverev. The difference? Zverev has 7 Masters 1000 titles and 2 ATP finals to show for it. Ruud, meanwhile, has yet to break through at this level. What makes this Madrid final particularly fascinating is the contrast between his form and his success. He admitted he's not playing his best tennis and credits some of his advancement to luck. He was even unsure if he could complete his semi-final match due to rib pain, relieved only by painkillers. And yet, here he is, 1 match away from becoming the first Norwegian ever to win an ATP 1000 title. This is the first career meeting between Ruud and Draper, which adds uncertainty but also opportunity. With a win, he will end his most finals without a major title record, put him back into the ATP top 10, possibly number 6, and cement his legacy beyond solid tour-level player and into genuine elite status. Even if he downplays it publicly, life goes on, I will be the same person win or lose. The stakes couldn't be clearer. This is about finally proving that he's more than just a consistent finalist.